Greetings and welcome to this week's magical message. I pray that you all have been creating some extraordinary things and clearing out things that no longer resonate with the person or the being that you are growing into and the spaces that you're growing into. Um, this week, I have had a lot that I personally have been focusing on clearing out and just transforming and manifesting, which is in part why we're doing this on Thursday versus earlier in the week. Um, but I feel that everyone has had something that they are working on or working towards. Um, and maybe even, trying to hit deadlines and that kind of thing. So it's a really, the energies of this week are really supportive of that. The overall energy of the week that we're looking at is the Four of Knives and Foundation Blessed Warrior 4. These energies are really going to assist us in moving in really grounded ways and very intentionally. I feel like a lot of us are moving silently as well. There may not be a whole lot of people you're letting in on what it is that you're doing, and maybe you're not letting anyone in at all. Maybe this is your own special, private or secret creation or elimination. But there's transformation that's taking place this week, and the ways have been open. We've done the work to basically build up all of the proper foundation necessary to really manifest and harvest what we desire to see and experience in our world, what we desire to heal, or just put it all out into. So whatever it is that you're working towards this week, everything has been set up for your success. Now, the beginning of the week, we were experiencing the energies of the Four of Coins and Root and Blossom, which you're really seeing the bigger picture. You're seeing the whole vision. And at the same time, you're also seeing the parts that don't fit in that vision. So the Four of Coins is really welcoming us into a space, or it welcomed us into a space where we were able to sort out and really see what was of value still, what was not of value, what kind of things we might want to bring in, right? But because you can see that full picture, you're able to take away the blessings. You're able to see the pieces of yourself that you may need to heal. Maybe mindsets you're needing to let go of or release. And maybe some of those things just kind of dissolve just because of some of the experiences that you've been having, whether it be over the last couple of weeks or whether it was just the experiences that you had during the beginning of this week. But I feel like all of what we're experiencing is a buildup of energies, collective energies, over the last few weeks where we've really been putting in the work, where we've really been working on ourselves, and being willing to look at ourselves and see ourselves, whether it's the shadow side or the light side. So this week offers a lot of opportunities as well. You may find that you're welcomed into new spaces. You may find that spaces that you're in are renewed. And just this energy of graduation, when you can finally see the full picture, you can see how the pieces move and how they fit together. It's now time for you to create an even greater vision, right? And to move forward in that grounded, intentional energy. So during the middle of the week, what we have been experiencing, and still a little bit into, we're just beginning Thursday, so you're still feeling some of these energies. But we have the Magician and we have Three of Baskets. And both of these energies really feel like they lend a certain kind of special magic in terms of how you relate to yourself, but also the world around you. What is it that you are harvesting and creating? What is it that you are feeling? There is a certain amount of presentness, right, that is here with this Magician and the Three of Baskets energy. You are also able to really tap into natural magic, right? So you may have found that your manifestations when you speak happen really quickly, or when you're feeling something, they happen really quickly. Or maybe you even found that you were energetically, or however it is that you perceive things, you were picking up on things in clearer ways and ways that you hadn't previously. maybe your own special gifts, whether we're talking about spiritual gifts or otherwise, they were elevated, they were strengthened, and they blossomed and are blossoming. So I feel like there is a new source of power that was really received and um, harnessed during the middle portion of this week. And it comes from that renewed energy and that clarity of being able to see that full picture and seeing what's of value, and being able to honestly see what no longer fits, what no longer is serving you, or what will no longer serve you as you move forward. So we close out the week with the Empress and Nine of Baskets. And this is really beautiful, beautiful energy, because now we're seeing things go from the very beginning to the graduation, to the transformation, transmutation, and the manifestations of everything that we've been working for and working towards. Okay, so there's a really special energy, like I said, with being able to see the full picture. And then now with the Empress and the Nine of Baskets, there's a wisdom that's here. There is the ability to let go and to receive and to do these things simultaneously, which really allows you to move harmoniously. There are a lot of things that you have been receiving, whether they be material gains, whether they be financial, whether they are relational. But there were a lot of gains, and you're going to begin to see those manifestations, or you're seeing those manifestations now that we're coming into the end of the week. Things are coming full circle, right? And so this period is going to be a time for celebration. It's going to be a time for gathering together, for collectively coming together to recognize the growth, to recognize all the things that have shifted and changed, and how, even though it took a lot of work, right? Because even if something seems like it happened overnight, we're really looking at work that's been being put in. But the way that it comes into the physical, it looks like it's overnight. And so some of you may be experiencing what looks like overnight success. Maybe it looks like all of a sudden everything just starts to fall into place, right? Your life, your relationships, your money, your career, all these pieces are just coming together, and at the same time, the things that are no longer serving you are being released and let go. So you'll find yourself not necessarily experiencing some of those bigger gaps where, maybe you have to let something go, and then you're sitting in that hermit, more, introspective kind of space. And then those manifestations start to come. It feels like these manifestations are more instant. They're coming together a lot faster. And so then we get into this energy of time moving a lot faster, and time kind of in a way disappearing when you're in alignment, when you're grounded, when you can see the full picture. It's kind of like the universe has come together, and it's basically like, okay, you got the message. You got all the pieces that you need. And so now there are certain steps that you may not necessarily have to take in the same way, because you've learned how to integrate them in your everyday movement, right? So there's not that same kind of need for time to be set aside for you to sort all of that stuff out. So it's kind of like you're bridging those gaps between being able to see the vision and then actually manifesting that vision. There's a real power and confidence in yourself and in your own ability that you're experiencing. And that is why the manifestations and the blessings and the things that are coming during the ending of this week really speak to who you are, the growth that you have achieved, the confidence that you have in yourself, and your willingness to trust the unseen, right? To trust your vision, to trust what it is that you feel. To be able to trust what it is that you feel in yourself, and what it is that you were destined to create, right? These things that you are creating are a lot bigger or a lot more major than maybe what you thought it was before, because you didn't see the full picture. But now you see how far these things can go. You see how what is the right way to describe that? It's like You're no longer playing small, right? Because you see the potential. And when you see that potential, it opens up the door to limitless potential. And so there is a freedom, there is a joy and an excitement. And I feel like a lot of our inner child is really rejoicing and really experiencing satisfaction and feeling heard, because the children, they're still connected in a much deeper way than sometimes we can be as we get older to that limitless potential. And so we're really tapping into some really beautiful creation energy this week. So make sure that you celebrate, make sure that you give your gratitude, make sure that you take the time out to thank your ancestors, and you take the time to give gratitude to the earth and all of nature that gives way and makes room for you in all of your expanded and beautiful creations. So thank you all for listening. We're going to go ahead and close this reading out. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe and follow. If you want to leave a comment, or you want to schedule a reading, you can send me an email, or you can leave your comment down below. But I appreciate each of you for listening, for taking the time to do your work and expand your world in the very unique and special ways that you were divinely meant to. So with that, I thank you all. I love you. And until next time, bye.